Hey guys, good morning. So today is the day, as you can see. Um, those of you that are new to the channel, so we live here in the city center of Amsterdam. We live small, as you can see, but still the way we live is considered actually really reasonable considering, how far we came in the city center of Amsterdam. The home prices are now just beyond, through the roof. I was gonna say beyond the outer rims of planet Earth. It's crazy. So yeah, this is our bedroom. That's what I'm saying. This is our bedroom. This bedroom faces the sun all day long during summer days, which means is at the end of the day, it really warms up and it becomes really uncomfortable. We tried different kind of stuff like that fan ceiling light that we have. It has a fan in it. It's really good. It's really strong. We also used through the years, like little fans and stuff like that. Nothing helps because the space is just too small. So the amount of heat that it contains is always more than it can get rid of at the end of the day, even when it cools off. So we really need something strong. We also have a lot of condense in the winter because, that's the other side of it. In the winter, there is more condense that we can get rid of. So we did have one of these machines that gets rid of condense. It works really good. Condensation, yeah. But then we all shared that with you here on this YouTube channel. But then we still have the problem in the summer that this sleeping space heats up faster than it can cools off at the end of the day. Even when the temperature drops, sometimes, as we have here in Holland, it's still not enough for it to get rid of the heat.
So the
that
back
is
of the
built up.
Is on the southeast, so that means that this wall,
brick wall, both brick walls,
are both brick walls.
They
and
absorb.
They have the sun until from 10, 11 in the morning in summertime until sundown. So this is basically
heat absorption. Yeah, it really turns into an oven and it becomes really, really uncomfortable. We're giving you this so that you know the backstory and help you maybe make a decision at what point would you decide to do what we're about to do.
It was about 104 degrees Fahrenheit this summer. And even when it cools down in the evening time and you open the windows and the doors,
doesn't help. No, it doesn't help. It's just too much heat for it to do anything about it. So that's the wall. That's the outer wall that Mike is talking about, and that wraps around the same manner. It's all brick walls. So what these walls do, they absorb a lot of heat and they give that heat through into the room.
This is about the only outer wall we have in this apartment.
Yeah.
Because the rest is all windows and
yeah.
and door elements.
So what is going to happen today? Today we hope, let me show you. We hope to get the monoblock silent airco unit to get it installed in this corner as high as possible, because it's a very heavy thing. I do not want it to be, suspended above my head. It's going to be safe, but just, just for my feeling, we're going to have it hang up in that corner, and that's at least our wish. And let's see if that is technically possible when the guy comes that is supposed to do that. So we're going to be having it installed on that wall in that corner. And like the name says, it is a silent model. So it's supposed to make minimal sound. Let's see. So this unit that we got is actually capable of cooling off and handling a space that's a little bit larger than this. But because we went for a model that has 3 in it, so what it does is it heats up during winter, it cools off during summer, but it also pumps out the condensation. So it also makes sure that there won't be any condensation in this room. Plus, the thing that makes this extra special, the one that we got, is that it has its own, not really a motor. How you say that, Mike? Yeah,
it doesn't require an outdoor unit.
It doesn't require an outdoor unit, but what I want to say, so it's we already have three things in one, but there's also a fourth thing about this thing that makes it awesome, is that it also helps itself to not freeze when it tries to get rid of the condensation, even during winter months, because these units are known for not being able to handle too cold weather. They kind of shut off. They don't do that. They don't do well when the weather outside is too cold.
If the temperature outside
is too cold,
then they don't heat as well.
Yeah.
So you can't use it as a main heater. So we still will have the heaters in place through the house, but this particular model also has a heating element. So
yeah, that's what I was going at. Yeah.
It should be able to do that, but we'll see what happens. And as this is our bedroom, it doesn't have to be in 80 degrees.
No, God, no,
like
especially
that.
At night.
But as long as it's not freezing, and as it gets rid of the condensation, because that is the main thing we've noticed last year.
Yeah, a lot of condensation. Yes. So we had to keep cleaning. So yeah, so this has an extra system that kicks in when the weather gets too cold outside, and other modules like this one doesn't have that. They don't have that. So there is at least four things that make this, that made us decide why it should be this one. Plus, it's supposed to be silent. Well, silent, quote, end quote. So it's about five things that this thing has.
Yeah, it should be more quiet than normal ones.
Yeah, but wasn't there also something about pumping out the condensation, that it won't be freezing on the other side if it's too cold, that it will still get rid of condensation?
If the condensation pipe freezes, then you have a problem, but we can easily solve that by catching that on the inside. So we'll
see.
have to see how that turns out and what happens. Yeah, the winters here can be very cold.
Yeah, they can be very cold.
So yeah, we will just have to wait and see how that turns out.
So the holes are gonna be drilled from the inside or the outside, but
from the inside.
We're gonna have two holes right there. So we needed. He was like, yeah, I'm just gonna be there and just gonna stand. I said, there's nothing to stand on because these are our neighbors. Let me show you. I'll be quiet. So there is nothing to stand on. And then he was like, then I'll have to have just the largest ladder that I have. Yeah, so it's going to be about 6 meters. So he's going to be needing a ladder that goes up that he can extend for at least 6 meters. But I'm sure that's not a problem, because here in Amsterdam, we have boys that clean our windows, and they have, when it's needed, they have these huge ladders. They go endlessly. So that's not a problem. Yeah, so we did let our downstairs neighbors know that this is going to happen, you know. So if you guys have any neighbors that might be affected by this one way or another, just be open about it. But they're not, it's not going to, how do you say that? There won't be any side effects that your neighbors are going to be suffering of. It's just, nobody's going to have any troubles with that thing. That's what I guess what I'm trying to say. So yeah, you can just do it. You don't have to be worried to have to explain things to your neighbor or whatever, because it won't have any outside unit. There won't be any, I don't know, smokes or sounds or noises or so. All in all, it's supposed to be the perfect solution for our situation, at least. So now, of course, you guys want to see the thing itself. There is one thing. Let me turn on.
Siri, turn on the lights in the hallway.
Yeah. Let me turn on the lights also of my phone. Wait. So, guys, I know. Don't be too shocked. There's nothing. There's not like a real problem going on. We did this because the guy couldn't make it. He has a very busy schedule, so it had to stand here. But then the manufacturer or the handler that we got this from, the store that we got this from, He's like, hey, I still have one in my store. I can bring it, but my guy that will be installing it has a busy schedule. So would you guys mind having it in your home till then? So it's been standing here for almost 2 weeks. Me and Mike warned the guy. We're like, hey, we live very small. Please don't do this to us unless we don't have to wait too long before it's installed. Eventually, we waited about 2 weeks. But then the other day, it was trash day. So we decided to take the boxing of it so that it can go with the trash. But then we discovered this, and that was a big shock. We discovered that this thing, let me show you this. So we discovered that this thing has glass. How do you say that? This is all glass. This is all glass, and it's just like an ornament to make it look nice. But this is all glass. But for some reason, during transport, the glass was shattered. So when me and Mike were trying to get it off the box, suddenly we started hearing glass falling down, and we're like, huh? What is that? So if you guys gonna go for this model, make sure that you have the store deliver it to you, because if the glass breaks, which is apparently very, very vulnerable, at least you then have the warranty that the store will refund or something. So we called the store, and he's like, so today the guy is coming to install it, and I called him 2 days ago, and he said, I don't know if I will be able to get you a new glass plate or whatever you want to call it within this short notice, but yeah, at least it's within the warranty time. So this is something that we do want to highlight, guys. Just know that when you go for this is just a very technical. Box wasn't damaged. No, the box was not damaged at all. We have pictures of that. So this happened during in the factory when they took it out, when they were boxing it, because the box was not damaged, it was not dent, there was nothing wrong with it. So whatever happened in the factory. So just make sure that you always have a warranty with this kind of stuff, or at least get it from a store that's willing, to help you if something turned out to be wrong that you couldn't help. Other than that, it's really heavy. You need 2 strong people to get this upstairs, especially if you don't have an elevator. It is really heavy. But then once you take off the packaging that it comes in, it really isn't that heavy. So what can help if you're trying to get it upstairs and you don't have an elevator, like we didn't have an elevator, what you can try to do, and then at the same time check it. Don't do what we do, wait, but check if it's everything okay. Just take it out of the box and then try to bring it upstairs wherever you need to be, because then it's going to be at least the half lighter weight-wise. Other than that, it looks really slick. As you can see, it's really nice. So we took off the glass that was falling off because we have 2 cats. We don't want them to harm themselves. And then we wrapped it like that to make sure that no shards of glass will be hanging loose. Again, because we're worried about our cats, especially when we sleep. This is the perfect cat toy to jump on and play and whatever. So that's why it looks worse than it is. The rest of the glass we didn't take off because we don't know how, because you have this thing that sits on the top and it's on the glass. So we didn't know how to do that. And we're like, you know what? Let's not do anything that we regret. Let's just let the guy do his thing when he comes here. He knows how to handle this, and then he knows how to get this off and get the rest of the glass off. So we called the guy. So we called the store that bought us this, to talk about how to solve this. But then we also talked to the guy that is going to install it today, God willing. And he also said that it shouldn't be a problem, if you got it from an acknowledged store, you should be able to get a new glass plate. He said, but that doesn't mean that doesn't have to prevent me from coming today and do this for you guys. He said, because that putting the glass on it shouldn't be that big of a problem. Somebody can do it for you, or you yourself can do it at a later time. But he said the most important thing is that, let me just come and install this for you, and this issue shouldn't be too big of an issue. So the rest we're going to show you once it's installed and, you know, is what it should be. Fingers crossed. What else can I show you here? This little thingy here. On the back I saw yesterday, there is really not much going on. The back is just one black metal plate. It's not much going on. So it's all going to be happening here in the front. I think this is something that will open when it's in use, when you turn it on. Yeah. So yeah, like the name says, silent. It's supposed to make minimal noise. All right, I'm going to leave you guys. I'm going to help Mike, you know, clean out the space, because there's still a lot of cleaning out that we need to do, the bed and the whole thing. And then pick it up where we leave, what I leave it right now. See you guys in a bit. Meanwhile, this was in the bedroom. And this is Yoda's clothes, because we had a Yoda. But then we forgot him in the attic, and he literally melted. He turned into a freaky monster. I just did a short. I might insert here if I don't forget. But I decided to keep his clothes just in case I found another Yoda that's in better condition. My childhood car. The only gift I ever got from my father. And I love it. So, I think we've finished doing the preparation. So, under the bed is also our storage space, because yeah, you need to be very clever with how you use your space in a small city center apartment. But yeah, this way, guys, because he's going to be drilling through the bricks, and it's going to take a while because it's a thick wall of bricks, which means there's going to be a lot of debris, and it's going to be falling out here and all over the place, flying around. And anyone that knows this knows that when you work with wood or bricks, drilling through walls inside, it takes sometimes months before you get rid of all the dust that comes off of it. So what you can do is at least plug everything and make sure that whatever you have stored in close to where you are doing your drilling, make sure that you cover it well. So now he knows when he comes in, this is his workspace. It's not a lot, but that's what he has to work with. We still need to disconnect that one because we're not going to need it anymore. And then we're ready to receive him. Our neighbor, the American neighbors downstairs, Eric and Mary Jo, they've been notified. So one of them is home, and they're really kind about that. So yeah, we're ready. I hope. Let's hope everything will go smooth, no surprises, and that we're not going to end up in a struggle about the glass plate that needs to be renewed. If all that goes well and he installs it, then, we're happy. Happy pappy. Guys, so we just got a confirmation from the store from which we bought this device. This is what you want to see. This is what tells you that you're dealing with an honest man. So he confirmed by email that he ordered a new glass plate. That's how I call it. I know if that's the English word. And he said this week he got about 2 or 3, and one will be on the way directly to our home. And he even sent us the instructions on how to get off the broken one and how to install the new one. And according to him, you should be done within 2 to 3 minutes. So
yeah, it's just 2 screws, he says. But he already
I sent
talked to the
guy that we're still waiting on. We're still waiting on. It's hell to reach Amsterdam City Center. It's hell. So we're still waiting on that guy. But so they communicated with each other, which is also good, so that you have this cohesion now. Just make sure you guys always get your stuff, especially this kind of investment, from a store that you trust, and make sure that you have warranty, because you never know. Almost last night, but it was worth it.
Ja, als je dat wil, ja. Als je dat wil doen, ja. Oh ja, de andere kant moet ik hebben. Ja, dat is die zo dicht mogelijk tegen die muur, dat is slim, ja. Ja.
Kijk, en dan heb jij
Ja.
zo,
Oh ja.
en dan doe je daar maar dingetje, dan heb jij zo tak met tire heb je zeg.
So guys, when it comes to the hole that he needed, it's cold. It's really cold. Be careful with what you wish for. So yeah, so he had these two drills. That's what he needed, and then he made this one, and then he made these two, and then he made this one. That's it. So, and he had his own mold. But yeah, that's it. These two. Mike is frozen to death. Still alive, Mike?
Yeah, let's turn it up a notch.
Yeah? It's too cold?
Yeah,
It does its work too well.
yeah, I'm with my head in front of the exhaust.
Ah. Brain freeze. Yeah, I'm still trying to wrap this stupid broken glass. Broken glass. Guys, it's a mess. Oh, look at this. Look at this glass thingy. So now it holds up. Yeah, now it holds up. Now that we took it up, now it holds up. It's crazy. The guy was such a sweetheart. Really, if you're in Amsterdam or in Holland for that matter, because he's not even from Amsterdam, he's from southern of Holland, the Netherlands. Such a wonderful guy. Such a wonderful guy. There it is. There it is, guys. So without the glass, which is on the way, but other than that, look, it looks like something out of Star Wars.
I can't hear it.
Oh yeah, let's do the noise test.
It's extremely quiet.
Yeah, for an airco. Plus, we always sleep with earplugs because of the cats that sometimes meow at night. So what he told us is that for this space, because the store wasn't sure, the store from where we bought this wasn't sure, we told them, so for this small space, if we were to leave the door open, would it also cool off the rest of the house? And he's like, maybe not, not really sure. Huh? So the store said no, but the guy said, oh yeah. He's the technician. He said, no problem at all. Just leave the door open and it will even cool the house. He said, because the only thing you need is to get the moist out of the air. That's what kills it. This thing is going to, and he said, I have one in the attic. And he said, for every 24 hours, if it fills up a big bucket. So he said that's what
Makes it so uncomfortable.
that's what makes it so uncomfortable. Yeah, he said, but this thing is going to be able to take the moist out of the air in this space and even help you with the rest of the home if you leave the door open. So, oh yeah, it's hanging there
Without the glass.
without the glass. All right. So let me tell you something about the outside, and then we're going to start cleaning because today's our cheat day and pizza is on the way. So that's how that looks like. So initially he was going to let that gray thing. Wait, can you guys see it? Yeah, the condense hose, the gray thing. Wait, you need to see it clear. Oh man. Let me see. Oh yeah. So that gray thing that you see right there, initially he was gonna leave it at that, but then I told them, so then I told him, where if we're gonna leave it like that, doesn't mean that the condensation that is being sucked out of the room will be dripping down to the neighbors. He said, yeah. I said, well, you know, we cannot have that. That's not such a friendly, neighborly thing to do. Can you please do something about that? So he said, you know what, in that case, use this tube that comes with it, use it and direct the moist to your own balcony at least, and just put a bucket here or something. That's what he said, put a bucket there or something. He said that's how I do it in my attic. So yeah, he said it does a good job taking the moist out, getting rid of condensation. He said, but it means that, you know, whatever you put there, it's going to be filled up to the rim. So you need, you know, you cannot leave it and turn this thing on and go on vacation. You need to check a big bucket. We don't even have a big bucket, but he said if it's a big bucket, you need to check it at least every 24 hours. He said, because you're going to see that it's going really fast. So, oh man, I see that he damaged a little bit of the wall. That's okay. That's okay. You cannot make an omelet without breaking eggs. So, I don't know, guys. We're going to clean up. It's a big mess here. Put back the bed and everything. Pizza is on the way. And then we're going to be using it for at least a week and then tell you guys our honest review, because at this point, we really don't have anything to say about the result. Guys, we just by accident, Mike just telling me that by accident I set it on getting rid of condensation. At least now we know that it does it.
It works.
It works, look. So that works too. There it is. So we just got the glass. Fragile, yeah. They should have put it on the box the first time that they brought it. But yeah, there it is. So I must say this company that we're dealing with so far is wonderful. Wonderful guys all around. So yay. But yeah, so this is the glass that we will be putting on the airco unit.
Very well,
it's very well packaged, yeah. It feels really light, and you can see that they've isolated really, really well this time. So it came right from the factory. We're one of the first to get this, and that's a true story. So, yay. First, lunch for now.
yes.
It's been a couple of days since we filmed the last segment, so. No, I think we're there. No? It's really well packed, guys. It's really well packed. We cannot have another broken one. It's going to be trouble explaining it. Not that we did the first one, but you know how it goes. So, right away we can tell that the glass plate comes with its own thingies. I don't know what that is. Maybe to just isolate it better or give it some sort of cushioniness. So yeah, it comes with its own thingy that you click on to keep it.
But we still have that one.
We still have that one, yeah.
So yeah.
But yeah, do you assume that if you break the plate, the glass plate, maybe this one is also broken, since it's the part that's on top. It's also glass?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
This window is also glass. You can feel it.
Okay.
Okay, that's not really nice.
No. Let's see. A little bit anxious. I won't see that the glass is good. There's nothing wrong with it. I feel like I'm undressing the Oracle. All these white layers. Yeah?
Yeah.
Some bugs pooped on it.
Yeah.
All right. So guys, just so you know, be extra careful with the logistics when moving this, when transporting this airco unit. So what did you take out?
Yeah, these holders.
From here, right? These black thingies.
Yeah, from here and here. Okay, careful because this is
Okay. All right.
yeah, so we need to insert
Yeah.
glass into
Behind this
one,
ridge.
and
then with these,
tie the screw
yeah,
in
on
the
there.
screws. Yeah.
That should do the trick. So, it does help to put this lower part in first. At least then you'll have this thing to keep it.
Can you?
Yeah?
No,
Oh.
leave it. Just, yeah, hold
Yeah,
it there.
hold it.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see what Mike is doing right there. So, okay, so this shouldn't be too much of a problem.
No, it isn't. Just remember that if you're dealing with glass, don't over tight the screws. So just put it in, that it's in, but don't put it in too tight, because it needs to be able to expand and contract. So just
too much tension on the glass can make it
snap,
yeah, and
so
crack.
I've put it in, it's in there, but it's not
crazy tight.
Crazy tight. No, like so.
Okay.
And
yeah.
now we can remove this one.
This looks much better.
Of course.
Is it safe?
Yeah.
I'm so paranoid now.
Yeah.
After that, I saw how easy it can break and just shatter into a million pieces.
And this is the one we still had. I think we can still use this one.
Yeah, I think so too. The guy that installed this set, it's just a matter of click it in. It's a crazy day, guys. I'm sorry. I really still need to land. Mike had a crazy day with work. I just came back from the vet, still dealing with Miko's diarrhea.
Diarrhea.
Oh, and the vet is supposed to call us any minute now. So
like this.
Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, it looks much better.
Yeah,
looks much better.
Now it looks like $1,000,000.
Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, I know what to say. Looks good.
There's this air intake hole at the top.
Yeah.
Which you can
You
rotate.
can feel the airco.
Put it open, close, or halfway.
And that depends what you want to do with the air circulation. If you want, what was it, Mike? Something like if you want the air to come from outside inside and have it filtered.
Yeah.
That all is controlled by this little wheel that you have here. Or you can just have it circulate the air that's inside and have nothing to do with the outside. But I think if the days that it's not too cold, I think of course, we're gonna go for as much air from the outside to keep it fresh. So you really don't have to open anything anymore. No doors, no windows, because everything happens now here. And because of those two big holes, you can regulate the whole air circulation and have it refreshed inside your room without having to open anything. So that's really nice.
Apple.
Meek. So Mika has diarrhea. He's not allowed to eat fish, beef, or chicken. I'm not going to tell you guys what we got him today. So no snacks.
0 snacks.
The vet told us to give him something completely different. Guys, so today we've been testing this thing. Today is one of the last summer day we're expecting to get this year. It's the end of September. What is it today? September the 20th, I think. So we went for a bike ride. We came back. It was 26 Celsius in the living room, in the bedroom, this little tiny bedroom. So we decided to turn this thing on. So I think Mike turned this on around... Mike, what time did you turn this on? What time did you turn this on? Yeah, so 3:30. So 3:30, it was 28 degrees. And it's now, let me see, it's now What time is it? It's now 5 o'clock, and it's now... Hey Siri, what's the temperature in the bedroom?
It's 22.3 degrees
It's
Celsius
20
in the bedroom.
point... It's 20... What? Hey Siri, what's the temperature in the bedroom?
It's about 23 degrees outside.
Hey Siri, what's the temperature in the bedroom?
It's 22.3 degrees Celsius in the bedroom.
So 22. So 22. So within an hour and a half, it dropped from 28 to 22. That's not bad. And it feels really, really, really nice and very, very comfortable here. So this thing works. Maybe a little bit slower because of the whole concept that it is. But it does work, and it's so nice and so comfortable right now. When I'm standing, I'm enjoying it. So, yeah, it does work, guys. It does work. Oh, yeah, there's a lot of air coming out. I wish I could make you guys feel it. It's really nice. Also, one thing that I need to say is that this would have worked if we kept the door closed, but the door was not closed. So it's actually also being impacted by the whole home. But yeah, so maybe that's not really wise, but that's how we did it. And yet still we have this outcome. So yeah, this thing is really good, guys. Guys, one thing we also want to include in this video is the humidity. Mike just turned it on, and within what, Mike, 10 minutes?
I put it on dry. And within 5 minutes, it went down from 64 to 55%.
Within 5 minutes.
Yeah, but then again, this is a very small space.
Yeah, true, but still.
Yeah.
So that was the sound from up close. I was standing outside on the balcony from up close. That was the sound that this thing makes. The worst sound that it can make, that's the maximum. So it doesn't, what I mean by worse is that it doesn't get higher than that. It doesn't get more than that. But for me, when I'm inside and the door is closed, so also for the neighbors, upstairs or downstairs, when their door is closed, like now in the winter, I cannot imagine that they leave their doors open in winter. Then you hear nothing. See? You hear a very vague hum, a very, very weak. This is not something that you can pick up unless you know it's there and you're going to look for it, listen for it. Otherwise, this is not something that you will hear. I don't believe that. It's just a very weak hum. And at the same time, this is what you hear from inside, while we're inside. So yes, there is some hum, but it's not something that will wake up your neighbors. I don't believe that. Unless you have neighbors that are looking for something to trouble you, if you know what I mean. Because, I mean, unless you have neighbors that sleep on their balcony. I'm not trying to be funny. Unless you have neighbors that sleep on their balcony. Or it's high summer and their bed is really close to the balcony door, like really, really close. But I mean, who has a setup like that? But yeah. So this is what you hear inside. But that's also taking your consideration also that this is a very small space, so it does echo a little bit.
Echo.
Echo. Go.
Echo.
Well, you know, because there's the you have this. So the sound bounces off this immediately, adjacent to it. It's really not that, I'm not using any lenses to make it small or big. It's very small. There's Mike. That's our little
Just
bed.
woke up.
That's our little bedroom. We just woke up, and this is what I'm doing. This is what we do for our reviews because we want to be thorough.
ADD much?
All right. Yeah.
ADD much?
There are the guests.
Everybody is already.
We have the Christmas lights put up because yeah, holidays are coming, guys.
No, we have them up.
We actually have them all through the year, but then we adjust the theming of them. So when the holidays are really close, you can see holiday colors. All right. This is it. Anything more to add to this mic? No, but seriously, guys, it's not that bad. Seriously. This is not something that will wake you up. Plus, I mean, if you're very, very sensitive to even the tiniest hum, the faintest hum, maybe then you should think about using earplugs. And then the personalized ones that you can buy.
If it's carnival, we put up these lights.
Yeah, if it's carnival.
Outside.
Oh yeah, look, that's so cute. And if it's Christmas?
If it's Christmas, then we do the...
That one can go for Christmas too. The one that you just did. Yeah.
One
Or falling snow. Oh yeah, this one is my favorite.
Or this one.
They're all
this
fun.
One. This one.
They're all fun. Yeah, that one. That one. Shimmering diamonds. That one is also nice. Okay, but we're reviewing this. But that was a nice demo, Mike. Good job. Now time for breakfast.